What were the independent self-governing states of ancient Greece called? Provinces, empires, city-states. The correct answer is city-states. Here's an interesting fact: ancient Greece was not one unified country but a collection of independent city-states, each with its own government, laws and army. The Greek word for city-state is polis. Which city-state in ancient Greece was the birthplace of democracy? Corinth, Sparta, Athens. The correct answer is Athens. Here's a nugget of wisdom: Athens introduced the world's first democracy around 507 BC under the leader Cleisthenes. Male citizens could vote in the assembly called the ecclesia, although women and slaves were excluded. What does the word democracy mean? Rule by soldiers, rule by one king, rule by the people. The correct answer is rule by the people. Here's a nugget of wisdom: democracy comes from the Greek words demos, meaning people, and kratos, meaning rule or power. The Athenian system was a direct democracy where citizens voted on decisions themselves. Which city-state in ancient Greece was famous for its fierce warrior soldiers? Athens, Corinth, Sparta. The correct answer is Sparta. Did you know? Sparta was a military state where boys left home at age 7 to begin tough military training called the agoge. Spartan soldiers were considered the finest warriors in the ancient world. What was the name of the famous hill in Athens where the most important temples were built? The Forum, the Colosseum, the Acropolis. The correct answer is the Acropolis. A quick fact for you: Acropolis means high city in Greek. The Athenian Acropolis rises 150 meters above the city and was the center of religious life. It is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. What was the Parthenon? A marketplace in Athens. A type of Greek worship. A temple built on the Acropolis dedicated to the goddess Athena. The correct answer is a temple built on the Acropolis dedicated to the goddess Athena. Knowledge boost: the Parthenon was built between 447 and 432 BC during the Golden Age of Athens. It housed a giant gold and ivory statue of Athena and is considered one of the greatest buildings ever constructed. Who was the king of the Greek gods? Hermes, Poseidon, Zeus. The correct answer is Zeus. Surprising trivia: Zeus was the ruler of Mount Olympus and the most powerful of the 12 Olympian gods. He controlled thunder and lightning and was worshipped across all of ancient Greece. Who was the Greek goddess of wisdom and the patron goddess of Athens? Artemis, Hera, Athena. The correct answer is Athena. Here's an interesting fact: Athens was named after Athena. According to myth, she competed with Poseidon to be the patron of the city. She offered the gift of an olive tree and the citizens chose her. She was also the goddess of crafts and warfare. What were the ancient Olympic Games held in honor of? Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Apollo, the god of the sun. Zeus, the king of the gods. The correct answer is Zeus, the king of the gods. Here's a nugget of wisdom. The Olympics were a religious festival as well as a sporting competition. Athletes competed to honor Zeus at his sanctuary at Olympia in southern Greece. Where were the original ancient Olympic Games held? Athens. Marathon. Olympia. The correct answer is Olympia. Let's learn something new. Olympia in the Peloponnese region of Greece was the sacred site where the games were held. The site contained temples, altars, and the great stadium that could hold 45,000 spectators. How often were the ancient Olympic Games held? Every 2 years. Every 8 years. Every 4 years. The correct answer is every 4 years. Did you know? The 4-year cycle between Olympics was called an Olympiad and was used by Greeks to measure time. The first recorded ancient Olympics took place in 776 BC. The games were banned in 393 AD by the Roman Emperor Theodosius. Who was the famous Greek philosopher who tutored the young Alexander before he became king? Plato. Socrates. Aristotle. The correct answer is Aristotle. Let's learn something new. Aristotle was one of the greatest thinkers in history. He studied under Plato and later became tutor to the young Alexander of Macedon, who went on to become Alexander the Great. Who was Socrates? A Spartan general. A Greek mathematician. A famous Athenian philosopher who taught by asking questions. The correct answer is a famous Athenian philosopher who taught by asking questions. Surprising trivia: Socrates is one of the founders of Western philosophy. He developed the Socratic method of teaching through questioning. He was put on trial by Athens and sentenced to death by drinking hemlock in 399 BC. What did ancient Greek philosophers do? They trained soldiers for battle. They built temples. They asked deep questions about the nature of life, knowledge, and the universe. The correct answer is, they asked deep questions about the nature of life, knowledge, and the universe. Here's something cool: Greek philosophers laid the foundations of science, mathematics, logic, and ethics. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle shaped how Western civilizations think and reason. What was the Battle of Marathon famous for? Greeks defeating the Spartans. Persian forces defeating Athens. The Athenians defeating a much larger Persian army. The correct answer is the Athenians defeating a much larger Persian army. Did you know? In 490 BC, around 10,000 Athenian soldiers defeated a Persian force of up to 25,000 at Marathon. According to legend, a messenger ran the 40 kilometers to Athens to announce the victory, which is why we have the marathon race today. What happened at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC? The Greeks won a decisive victory. The Persians were defeated by all Greek city-states. 300 Spartan soldiers held off a vast Persian army in a narrow mountain pass. The correct answer is 300 Spartan soldiers held off a vast Persian army in a narrow mountain pass. Here's something cool. King Leonidas led 300 Spartans and a few thousand allies to defend the pass at Thermopylae against hundreds of thousands of Persian soldiers under Xerxes. They held out for 3 days before being outflanked and killed. What was the Trojan War said to have been fought over? Control of trade routes. A religious dispute. The abduction of Helen by Paris of Troy. The correct answer is the abduction of Helen by Paris of Troy. Here's an interesting fact. According to Greek mythology, Helen, the wife of Spartan king Menelaus, was taken to Troy by Prince Paris. A coalition of Greek city-states sailed to Troy and fought a 10-year war to bring her back. What was the Trojan horse? A real horse given as a gift. A statue outside the city of Troy. A giant wooden horse used by Greeks to sneak soldiers inside the walls of Troy. The correct answer is a giant wooden horse used by Greeks to sneak soldiers inside the walls of Troy. Let's learn something new. After 10 years of siege, the Greeks pretended to sail away and left a giant wooden horse as a gift. Trojan soldiers dragged it inside the city, not knowing Greek soldiers were hidden inside. At night, the soldiers crept out and opened the gates. Who wrote the ancient Greek epic poems the Iliad and the Odyssey? Aristotle. Socrates. Homer. The correct answer is Homer. Knowledge boost. Homer is believed to have composed these two great poems in the 8th century BC. The Iliad tells of the Trojan War and the Odyssey follows the hero Odysseus on his 10-year journey home. They are among the oldest works of Western literature. Who was the Greek god of the sea? Hermes. Ares. Poseidon. The correct answer is Poseidon. Impress your friends with this fact. Poseidon was one of the 3 most powerful Greek gods along with Zeus and Hades. Sailors prayed to him before voyages. He carried a trident and was also god of earthquakes. What was the agora in an ancient Greek city? A type of temple. A military training ground. A central public space used as a marketplace and meeting place. The correct answer is a central public space used as a marketplace and meeting place. A quick fact for you, the agora was the heart of civic life in a Greek city. Citizens gathered there to buy and sell goods, discuss politics, and hear speeches. Philosophers like Socrates taught in the agora. Who was Alexander the Great? A famous Athenian philosopher. A Persian king who conquered Greece. A Macedonian king who built one of the largest empires in history. The correct answer is a Macedonian king who built one of the largest empires in history. Surprising trivia, Alexander the Great lived from 356 to 323 BC. In just 13 years he conquered an empire stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. He is considered one of the greatest military commanders in history. What was the name of the messenger god in Greek mythology? Ares. Apollo. Hermes. The correct answer is Hermes. Here's something cool. Hermes was the messenger of the gods and also the god of trade, travelers, and thieves. He wore winged sandals and a winged helmet and carried a staff called a caduceus. The planet Mercury is named after his Roman equivalent. What legacy did ancient Greece leave for the modern world? The invention of paper and the printing press. The creation of gunpowder and cannons. Democracy, mathematics, science, theater, and the Olympic Games. The correct answer is democracy, mathematics, science, theater, and the Olympic Games. Here's something cool. The Greeks gave us our earliest forms of democracy, developed geometry and philosophy, created theater with tragedy and comedy, and started the Olympic Games. Modern Western civilization owes an enormous debt to ancient Greek thinkers. What was the name of the Persian king who led the invasion of Greece in 480 BC? Cyrus the Great, Darius the Great, Xerxes. The correct answer is Xerxes. Here's an interesting fact. Xerxes I assembled one of the largest armies of the ancient world to invade Greece in 480 BC. Despite his vast forces, he was ultimately defeated by the Greek alliance at the naval battle of Salamis and the land battle of Plataea. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.